Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is another installment of Will I Buy It? This is a series started by Samantha March here on YouTube. And essentially the premise is I am going to scroll through Instagram, look at some new makeup releases, and comment on whether I'm interested in picking them up or not. If you've been here on my channel for a while, you know that I'm doing an alternating no buy and low buy this year in 2021, and I'm headed into April, which is a low buy month for me. So that means some of these items, some of these new releases are things that I actually might buy. And now let's hop right into scrolling on Instagram. This month is feeling a little lackluster to me. I am filming this video fairly far in advance, so I'm filming it like 4 days before it's actually going to go live on YouTube. So in that 4-day time span, there may be things that pop up that really catch my attention. But as of now, I'm not seeing a ton that I want. So the first thing I see here that's interesting to me is the new cream blushes from Melt Cosmetics. These have already launched and they're $22 each. It looks like there's 8 shades. They look absolutely gorgeous. They definitely all pull kind of on that slightly warmer tone end of things. And I love a good warm tone blush. I love peachy blush so much. And I love blush that is almost like the color of my bronzer a little bit. I love that kind of like one and done cheek look. But that also means that I already own a lot of things that are these colors. So I'm kind of on the hunt for a cool tone blush, and none of these are gonna fit that bill, so I'm gonna pass on these, but they do look really beautiful. Okay, something that may be for me is the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. So this is basically Fenty's version of, like the very sheer low coverage products that are super popular right now. Fenty already had out, more full coverage complexion products, but they definitely haven't had anything kind of in this market before. So I think it's a really smart move for them to kind of introduce this at this point. These will retail for $29.50. They have actually already launched on the Fenty website as of when I'm filming, and I believe they'll be in Sephora soon after. There is a really great shade range, which is kind of typical for Fenty. I would be surprised if there weren't. And for such a low coverage product, I think it's surprising that there are this many shades. I personally love products like this. I love these lower coverage skin tints that are kind of more about working on like a texture in your skin, more so than coverage. So it's not like it's necessarily gonna like correct all your redness or cover all of your blemishes, but specifically in the name of this one, it says it's a blurring skin tint. And that's something I really love, is something that can kind of just like smooth your skin and reduce the look of pores. And it's just like that one quick extra step that can really boost at least my confidence. So despite all of those very amazing things I just said about products like this, I kind of just feel like I don't need it. So I'm still on the fence about that one, but I love the idea. I think it's an important addition to Fenty's line, and I think it looks beautiful. Okay, next up, this one is breaking my heart. This is the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer. It's called I Prep, I Prime. It comes in 3 different shades. It's $12. It's available now, but it's sold out. It's sold out on their website. I feel like I missed it. Like they announced it and then they launched it like instantaneously. And then I went on the website and I was on the website like 2 minutes after they made the Instagram post, and it was sold out in all 3 shades. So I don't know if I might have literally missed it. I know there was a lot of anticipation and excitement about Juvia's Place maybe someday releasing an eyeshadow primer. And so maybe I honestly was slow enough in that like 2 to 5 minute range where literally all 3 shades sold out. I don't know, but I really want it. $12 is a great price for an eyeshadow primer if it works super well. Juvia's Place has an amazing reputation with their eyeshadow products, so I definitely want to try it, and if I can get my hands on it, I certainly will. Okay, here's one that tempted me, but for dumb reasons, and I'm not going to buy it. This is the Tortoise collection by Huda Beauty. It also says Brown Obsessions collection, Tortoise collection, etc. I'm not sure what the actual official name is. I just know it's this like really pretty tortoiseshell packaging, and then it's 3 different palettes that are brown tones, basically. So there's toffee, caramel, and chocolate. They're Brown Obsessions, Tortoise Collection. I don't know exactly what it's called. They're $29 each, but they just look way too similar to me to their other collections and launches in the past. I know the idea here is that they're kind of like neutrals with a twist, but they don't seem to have enough of a twist to me to stand out in the market or even to stand out just within Huda's own collection. Ooh, here's some news. This isn't a release, but Good Molecules is coming to Ulta, and Good Molecules is one of my top brands that I want to try in 2021. And I've always held off because they have a shipping minimum, and I just want to try like one or maybe two products from them. I don't go through skincare super quickly, but I really want to try this brand out because it's a super affordable brand, and I've just never ever met the shipping minimum, and I don't want to just buy more things just to hit a shipping minimum, but their shipping's also like $8, so I'm like, well, then I might as well buy one more thing. So I'm getting looped into that kind of cycle every time I try to go purchase off their website. But now that they're coming to Ulta, I'm super excited because I'll have a lot easier access to their products, and I can just pick up like one of their products when I'm placing an Ulta order and try them out in a little bit more of a casual way then. I feel like I can never do a will I buy it without mentioning something from Colourpop because they're always releasing something. This time though, I do feel like they've slowed down just a little bit. I only have two collections that I want to mention. One is the Limoncello collection that actually released a while ago now, and I think most of the collection is sold out at this point. I just want to touch on it because the palette didn't draw me in that much. The new little like eyeshadow sticks didn't draw me in that much. That's a new formula for Colourpop, so I'm excited to see what they do with that, but I don't have a need for them right now. The blushes aren't really my thing, but that little 5-piece brush set with those like pale yellow handles, I almost lost it. If I was not on a no-buy, I would have bought those in a heartbeat. I mean, they're not expensive, and I've been wanting to try Colourpop's brushes for a long time, and this would have been a good chance to do it. And I love pale yellow. It's one of my all-time favorite colors. I just think it's so pretty, and it felt so springy and beautiful to me. And I just really wanted those brushes, but they actually sold out pretty much instantly. And so I know I'm not the only one who loved those brushes. I wish they would restock them because I would still buy them now, even though the collection is like kind of past and gone. I want those brushes really badly. The rest of the collection, I could take it or leave it, but those are so cute. The other collection from Colourpop I want to talk about is the Lizzie McGuire collection. This is just a big no for me. I liked Lizzie McGuire a lot. I really did. I enjoyed that show. I enjoyed the movie, and I think it's a good collab for Colourpop. I don't have anything against this by any means. It's just that like the color story of the palette is not my vibe. I won't be picking any of this up, but it's cute. I just don't, it's not for me. Okay, so the Too Faced teddy bear collection that was teased like it feels like months ago at this point is actually going to be available coming up here now. The palette is going to be $45. The lip injection products are going to be $29. And then the little like bear imprint guy is actually supposed to be a bronzer. To me, it looks like a highlighter, but it's going to be a bronzer for $32. And they're listing that bronzer as universally flattering. I don't know in what world that's possible. Sure doesn't look like it's going to be for everyone. Not even sure it's for me, really. Kind of looks like I wouldn't want to wear that tone of bronzer. Anyway, it says it's universally flattering. I don't see it, and $32 is kind of a hefty price tag for a bronzer, just basically to get a bronzer that has like a little teddy bear imprint on it, right? That's what it's for. And then I have two indie makeup releases that I just want to touch on here as well. The first is from Game Beauty. It's their Fantasy palette. I don't see a price. I feel like there's got to be a price somewhere because I think this is already released. Yeah, it's already launched. I don't know why I can't find a price. Anyways, so Game Beauty is a gaming inspired brand. This is their second eyeshadow palette. Their first one was definitely some more like deeper, earthier tones. And then this one is like beautiful spring pastel-y colors. So I actually think this is a super gorgeous spring palette. I have seen a couple reviews of this already. I know Annette's Makeup Corner has a review, and then I want to say Angelica Nyquist also has a review, so if you're curious, I would check out their reviews. Blues are probably my least worn eyeshadow color though, so it wouldn't make sense when, you know, the majority of this palette is blues. It wouldn't make sense for me to buy it, but if you love blues, I think this looks really pretty. And then I also want to talk about Clarity Cosmetics. They just released another eyeshadow palette. It's $48. You can order it for pre-order now, so you go on, you order it, and then they're shipping after April 9th. So this palette has 5 pressed pigments that look like 5 mattes, and then 5 duochrome shadows. And that means none of these are glitters, which I'm actually surprised by. Some of them look like they're kind of a chunkier glitter, but they're not. And they look so pretty. I really love this palette. I really do. I'm not much of a like full colorful palette kind of gal. I really like to have at least some sort of balance of neutrals in my colorful palettes. But something about this one is like really calling my name. But $48 is kind of a lot for an eyeshadow palette from a brand I haven't ever tried before. So, you know, it's kind of hit or miss whether I'm gonna like their formula even. And so it does feel like a pretty big investment, but I'm honestly considering it. Let me know in the comments down below. Would you be interested in seeing a review of this Clarity Cosmetics palette on my channel? Yes or no? I think it looks so beautiful. So at the time that I'm filming this, which again is like 4 days before it's actually going up, that's kind of it. I don't see a ton that I'm intrigued by. Hi, I'm back on a different day. In fact, I'm back on the day this video is going up. So it's Thursday today, and there were enough new releases this week that I wanted to just throw a small clip in here of me chatting through a couple that really caught my eye. These are gonna be quick and not fully formed thoughts, so here we go. First up, the Samantha March and Ofra collab. This is her second time collabing with Ofra, and this time around, there is a $39 mini mix palette that comes with eyeshadows and face products. There's a $29 lip gloss set, or you can pay $59 and get the whole PR bundle. Unfortunately, it looks like this is sold out both on Ofra's website and on Ulta, which are the 2 retailers currently selling it. It looks like there's going to be a restock, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I really love this. I will not be purchasing it because I don't love combined eye and face palettes. That's just not my thing personally, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the mauve tones in there, and I'm really proud of Samantha. Next are the Patrick Ta bronzer duos. So these are cream and powder bronzer duos, kind of like he has a cream and powder blush duo already out. And there are 3 different shades. They release on April 2nd, so tomorrow, and they're $38 each. I think these are fine. I will not be picking one up. I think $38 is just a little above the price that I personally am willing to pay for, you know, 2 similar shades of a bronzer. I know they're 2 different formulas, but they're essentially the same shade. I certainly have enough bronzer. I don't need them. The Milani Glamping palette, so it's like the little RV, is just released on Ulta. It's $20, so it's available now. And to be honest, I actually really like this. At least for Milani, I think it's a really nice color story. It's neutral, but they threw in a couple pops of more unique shades there. So I think it gives a little bit of versatility and variety. The packaging is a little kiddish to me, but it's cute. I get it. I see the appeal. I will not be picking it up. I just don't need it, but I do think it's actually pretty cute. The Artist Couture Love Sprung face palettes. So these are 2 different palettes. There's like a light medium and a medium deep version, and they each come with 3 different blushes. So to me, I thought the middle shades, the really shimmery ones, were intended to be highlighters, but after reading a little more, it says they're actually all just 3 blush shades. So they're $34 each, and they're available now. It looks like on their website there's also a bundle where you can get both of them for $60, so you get like an $8 discount if you purchase both. I do not need, you know, like 3 new blushes right now. In fact, the only 3-pan blush palette I have in my collection, an old one from Milani, almost did not make it through my full collection declutter in January because I just don't reach for face palettes very often. But I will say, Artist Couture is really getting me with their packaging. I'm loving these more like springy tones, and I like the rounded edges and stuff on them. I don't know. They're Eternal Spring, Ethereal Dream. I cannot remember what that palette's called, but I'll pop a picture on the screen here. Same with this. I liked the color story of this as well. It's a little too colorful for me to pick up, but the packaging drew me in so much. So I'm really liking what Artist Couture is doing. I want them to keep going down this road, and I'm just gonna wait patiently for something where the product is actually something I want as well. Kosas is releasing some brow products. I'm not gonna go through detailed coverage of this because I frankly don't have the time. I need to get this video up. But I know Khaki Reviews Beauty here on YouTube just did a pretty thorough review of these on her YouTube channel. So she was sent them in PR ahead of time. They are available now, so go watch Khaki's video. I'll link it in the description box down below if you are really interested in Kosas and their new brow products. I'm not buying any. I have more brow products than I could ever need. This NYX and Tetris collab, this enormous gigantic palette is just a huge no for me. I don't understand why they would do this. I think it's really silly. I think if they wanted to go Tetris route where they have, you know, these kind of little quads mapped out, they could have condensed this into like less than half of these 80 eyeshadows and still had a very effective kind of marketing ploy there. They could have even just released like quads in fun shapes. I don't know. They could have done so many other things, and this did not hit the mark for me. BH Cosmetics is releasing their April Birthstone palette. The April Birthstone is a diamond, so if you've missed it, BH, this is kind of their plan for the year, it looks like. They're releasing one of these new eyeshadow palettes for each month, and it corresponds to the birthstone for that month. So April 1st, the April Birthstone released, and it's diamonds. These are each $9. I don't like this one. I think like they had so many opportunities to do an awesome, very like glittery, sparkly, crazy awesome palette for diamond, and they've just missed it. I mean, they put like warm toned browns in there, and I'm like, that's not what a diamond looks like at all. So I don't like it. I haven't actually liked any of them yet. I'm kind of waiting to see if there's one that catches my eye because BH is on the list of brands I really want to try this year. But if this is all they're going to release for the whole year, I may not find one that really speaks to me, which is a bummer. And last but absolutely not least, I'm so excited about this. Salt New York has released a little sneak peek of their spring duo. So they released a winter duo and I bought it. It was like 2 shades that are pretty unique blush shades in my collection. And now they're releasing 2, again, pretty unique blush shades for spring. It's this tangerine color and a lilac color. I'm not 100% sure on any of the details. It doesn't list a launch date. I know I got my bundle for $25 for 2 different blushes, which is a really great deal. So I'm hoping this one will be around that same price point, but we don't know yet. However, I am super excited about this because, as I've said over and over, in fact, I'm pretty sure I said it in the first recording of this video, like the first time I recorded this, will I buy it? I said, I'm looking for cool toned blushes, and this is a cool tone blush by all accounts. So I am really excited about it. I think I might purchase it unless I find something else that comes out first or that is maybe a little more like cool tone pinky shade, because purple is pretty far out of my comfort zone. So I may pick it up, I may not. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you like me to try out both an orange and a purple blush from Salt New York? Yes or no? Okay, so although the first half of this video was a bunch of stuff that I was not that excited about, the second half of the video was actually more releases that intrigued me or drew my eye than I expected. So I just knew I had to pop on and talk through those very quickly. I know it was a little chaotic and rushed, but that's because I need to finish filming this, edit it, and get it up on the same day. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would love if you'd subscribe before you go. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.